Pablo Manriquez, Capitol Correspondent for the Latino Rebels. I'm not sure what Nancy Pelosi was trying to say, but I guess it was like, we're close, maybe, I hope.
Yeah, we're close, maybe, I hope. It about sums it up, Leland. So basically, they're not close to a deal, because when you're saying we're close, maybe, I hope, it basically means you don't really have a deal yet. I will say this, though. The Progressive Caucus is sticking to their guns with the 5 pillars, their 5 negotiating pillars, which is important. Like yesterday, Premier Jayapal was talking about 4 negotiating pillars. She's the Progressive Caucus chair. She had basically dropped immigration from the negotiating pillars within the Build Back Better Act. Today, I asked Ilhan Omar, though, who is the Progressive Caucus whip, and she said immigration is back on the Progressive Caucus negotiating pillar. Now, one of the things I will say about the Progressive Caucus, in as much as it relates to the political balance that they have with Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin in the Senate, it's really easy to kind of define what in the Senate is the obstruction or what is decreasing the amount of money that they want to spend to these 2 senators. In the Progressive Caucus, it's unclear, I think, to Nancy Pelosi's vote count, how many people are in this Premier Jayapal, Ilhan Omar vote whip count, if you will.
That's got to be hard for Nancy Pelosi.
I think is why they're not close to a deal.
Yeah, that's got to be hard for Nancy Pelosi, because there's almost nobody better in the world at whipping and counting votes than Nancy Pelosi. For it to be opaque, as you say, would be difficult. Is there any worry among progressives that at some point, when you look at this on the chopping block, cut free community college, clean energy standard, reduce child tax credit, expand Medicaid, knife edge, vision, Medicaid coverage, and family leave, is there any worry among progressives that if they push too hard, President Biden says, look, I'm going to just go with the bipartisan deal. I'm going to get 60 or 70 votes in the Senate. I'm going to get a bunch of Republicans to sign on, and I'm going to shelve Build Back Better, the big bill, and progressives can just go sit in the cold ice water, and I'm going to have this huge bipartisan win.
I don't think so, because that would undermine a premise that I think is often in the case here in Washington, and that is that Congress loves to spend money. And at the end of the day, Build Back Better Act is a social spending bill, right? So Republicans also like to spend money. Democrats also like to spend money. Congress likes to spend money. So the question at the end of the day is, what are they going to spend money on? Progressives haven't balked from their 5 spending pillars. Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema have sort of clawed back some of the provisions that they've been talking about while the House was away, largely doing proxy voting. Today, though, I will say there were a lot more Progressive Caucus members here in Washington and not proxy voting to actually participate in these negotiations, which on some level creates a balanced dynamic within the broader bicameral negotiation that favors them. Because the more of this opaque number in Nancy Pelosi's vote count that is actually here on site negotiating, the better. And that just wasn't the case last week. That is a change.
The stronger they were. Pablo, I'm going to congratulate you, because rarely do people on this show say something that is eternally true in good times and bad, but you did. Congress likes to spend money. There it is, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Leland.
All right, so, well, whatever the deal is.